What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to another video in my channel. So I've been waiting for a long time making this video, and mainly because I've been struggling with the same exact problem for many years, and I was looking always for like a complete solution like that. And I will just show you in a second a real proof that what I'm going to teach you in this video is actually what I'm using, and I'm able to run Facebook ads without any problem whatsoever. Now I have to say that this video is not going to teach you how to get that specific profile back. Why? Because it's just not possible. But I will show you a workaround how you can get back on Facebook ads without any problems and have a limited Facebook ad accounts that will solve this problem for you for good. With that being said, guys, let's not waste any more time and dive straight into it. So just before we dive into the solution, I actually want to show you a proof that everything that I'm saying here I'm actually using myself. So as you can see, this is my own personal profile. Let me refresh the page. It's permanently restricted and I'm not going to be able to use it anymore to run Facebook ads. However, as you can see over here, I do have an active ad account. I actually run Facebook ads. This is what I'm doing pretty much every single day, and I'm able to do it with the solution that I'm going to provide you in this video. So the ultimate Facebook ads ban solution. So I've been searching for these answers for such a long time, and I couldn't find this path or this perfect solution. So I will be able to always, no matter what, keep running Facebook ads, whether it's for myself or clients. So this is my final solution, and this is something that I'm using for a couple of years now, and I'm able to run Facebook ads for myself, for clients, without worrying or being afraid that, whoa, like Facebook will shut me down again and basically my career is pretty much over. So let's get started and go through everything that you need to make this work perfectly for you. Alright, so the recipe for success, I kind of broke it down to four main things that you need to have so this method will work for you. So the first thing is you need Facebook accounts supplier, and you need profiles called AAR profiles. These are advertising access window stated profiles. I will touch on that. The next thing that you will need to have is new PC or a new IP address. Now obviously I don't expect you to actually go and buy a new computer, so I have a solution for that as well, but you have to make sure that you log in from a new device and new IP address. Then a new payment method. So this is something very essential. If you do all the rest of the things properly but you still use the exact same payment method that got restricted in the first place, then it's not going to work. And last thing is a good warm-up process. So if you're not going to warm up the account properly, then what will happen is just you're going to either get unlocked from this profile or you're going to get restricted again, and all this effort, time and money will just go to waste. So Facebook account supplier AAR profiles. AAR profiles mean advertising access reinstated. So these are essentially profiles that got their advertising access restricted, and then Facebook lifted this restriction and now they are reinstated. So this is the term of these type of profiles. Now these profiles are specifically designed for advertising, so you want to make sure that you only use these type of profiles. Now where you can actually get these type of profiles, there are a couple different suppliers online. If you type it on Google, reinstated accounts or Facebook profiles for advertising, you will see the most popular ones are FB Smash, I think, and the Facebook store. So you can check out these websites. And another option, that this is how I found my own private supplier, is going to be Facebook groups. So you can find some decent suppliers with good pricing through Facebook groups. I might share my own private supplier. If you will have a link in the description to get access to my private supplier, then just go ahead and leave your information and I will contact you about giving you access to my private supplier. But it's pretty straightforward. Just use one of these websites or just look in Facebook groups and you will be able to find your own reliable supplier. The good thing is that you can have unlimited accounts, so it's not like using your family and friends accounts that you're pretty much limited, and most of the time even just getting one, it's a headache. So with this method you will never run to a problem that you don't have any accounts anymore. So this one, no matter what, you can get as many accounts as you possibly need. The price range range. The pricing is anywhere between $25 to $50 max. This is for good high quality accounts. You might get it for cheaper, you might get it for a higher price, but essentially what's the most important is that you will have a reliable and a good supplier that can provide you good service with fast response, that he can provide you the accounts very fast and with all the necessary documents. Now the payment method, that's a little bit of a bummer, but the only way that you can actually pay for these accounts for most of the suppliers is going to be crypto. So I mean, don't ask me why, this is how they work. Overall, selling and buying accounts within Facebook, this is against their policies, so this is something that Facebook doesn't like. However, there is no, at least from what I've read, that there is no legal issue with that, and you can buy these accounts and use them for whatever you want, but most of the time you will have to pay with cryptocurrency to actually purchase them. A UPC and IP address. So what you want to use is a RDP. It's a short for remote desktop. I use a software called Kamatera. I use it for many years now. I first started using that when I was doing eBay dropshipping to create multiple eBay accounts so they will not link between them, and this is how I learned all this information that I know right now and how to translate that to Facebook ads. So essentially a remote desktop is just like a software, and you can run and manage as many desktops as you want inside your own computer. So you don't need to buy a new computer or ask for someone to use their computer to run Facebook ads. Just use a solution like a remote desktop or a multi-login browser and you will be just fine. That obviously saves you a ton of money. If you're going to use Kamatera, you're just going to pay a couple bucks per month, so the cost is pretty much nothing compared to the value that you get. It's also a great idea if you have virtual assistants, so you don't want to give them the password for the accounts for some reason, then you can just give them access to that remote desktop without them knowing your actual passwords. And in case you have any issue with that virtual assistant, you can always just turn off this server and he is not, or she will not be able to access the server anymore. So you have a full control of what your virtual assistant is doing, and essentially you can just look at it as a war computer. So even if you fire one virtual assistant, you can get the other virtual assistant to the server and all your work is already on that computer. With this one as well, you can get unlimited servers or desktops. You can run as many accounts as you want, and the good part is that you get 30 days free trial, so you can get to try it out and see if it actually works for you, and if it does, then you just pay a couple dollars per month and that's it. A new payment method. The best way that I found to work with Facebook ads is virtual credit cards. Now virtual credit cards, it's kind of pretty straightforward. You can get it from your bank, you can get it online. I use something called a Wise virtual bank, so it's kind of a virtual bank, and using that, it allows me to have as many virtual cards as I possibly need to run Facebook ads. And this way, even if something happens to one of my accounts, I can still use my kind of real bank account that I have balance on and just generate myself a new virtual card, and then having a new payment method so Facebook will not link between the accounts. Wise is available in many countries in the world, so it's a very good and effective solution. But if not, just go and ask your bank if they offer virtual cards. Prepaid, debit, Visa, MasterCards, there are places that you can buy prepaid cards. You just top them up and then you can use them to advertise, and this essentially also helps you get a new payment method. And lastly, if you already use your credit card and you have PayPal that you haven't used before for Facebook ads, then you can just go ahead and use your PayPal account and you will be good. Alright, so the warm up process, which is very essential to make sure that all of this is actually working. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you log in to that profile through m.facebook.com. This is the mobile version of Facebook. You do not want to log in through the normal desktop site. The reason for it is that most of the time that you will log in straight to facebook.com, your account could get locked or just restricted straight away. So it's just safer to use m.facebook.com, which is the mobile version. You want to do it for like 2 to 3 days. You want to scroll, engage, watch some videos, put some likes, and kind of let Facebook know that from now on you're going to be logging into this profile profile through this computer and IP address, and you want to do it for at least 2 to 3 days. Now when you start running your ads after those 2 to 3 warm-up days, you want to make sure that you start with only engagement campaigns. Usually what I do is I use page like campaigns, because this way I use engagement campaigns and I can get some likes on the way. The reason why I want to do it is just that engagement campaigns are less likely to get your account restricted, and they are kind of like lower risk for Facebook. So you want to make sure to do it also for like 3 to 4 days max. And after that you can just start running conversion and leads ads campaigns normally, and just make sure that you follow the Facebook like basic guidelines and stuff like that, because this is not a solution if you violate Facebook ads policies. But at this point you should be good to go and be able to run ads, and you can replicate this process as many times as you want. You can have so many profiles, so many different ad accounts. You will never be limited to 1 or 2 profiles anymore. So you are welcome. I have been researching this subject since like 2019. When I first got banned, my account didn't even get like permanently restricted. My account got completely banned and wiped from Facebook, so you cannot even find me on Facebook anymore. And I even quit doing dropshipping and running Facebook ads for like a month or 2. So it took me a long time to figure all of this out. I spent a lot of money doing testing, trial and error, and now I have this full guide that is 100% working. And as long as you will follow these guidelines, you can have unlimited Facebook profiles, Facebook ad accounts, and never worry again about getting shut down and not being able to run Facebook ads. So again, you are welcome. Alright guys, so you are welcome. This is the video. I've been searching for something like that for years, something that is a complete A to Z, not a random advice like go and use your family and friends accounts, which they don't want even to give me their own accounts because mine got restricted or banned. So with this video you are completely covered and good to go. If you took any value from this video, make sure to drop a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next one, peace.